Welcome to my channel. My name is Rashida Silvertree, and today I wanted to talk about releasing and returning what doesn't belong to you. Um, this is a practice of minimalism, but in a spiritual way. Um, we hold on to a lot. We attach ourselves to a lot. We attach ourselves to belief systems. We attach ourselves to programs and conditionings. We attach ourselves to people, relationships. We attach ourselves to our jobs. We attach ourselves to our roles: motherhood, parenthood, lover, husband, wife, best friend, employee, volunteer. We attach ourselves to the titles that are given to us or that we give ourselves. And um, anyway, I guess I'm going to make this a little bit more personal. It's all about releasing and returning things, I feel, going into 2024. Releasing and returning things that do not belong to you. Sometimes the only way that you can see if something belongs to you is to let it go. And that can be a very, very difficult thing, right? I find that on my spiritual path, I will let go of a belief system or a practice. And then all of a sudden, several months from then, I fill it with another spiritual practice or another spiritual practice or something else or something else. Or I'll stop reciting one prayer and then take on a whole other prayer and then drop that prayer off, right? Listen, we have to, in a way, trust in being, our own being. We have to trust being our own being. Now, some religious folks out there will say, oh, that's blasphemous. Are you calling yourself God? Whoop de whoop de woo. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying completely be like, oh, it began with me and it ends with me. Bah! That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying trusting. It's about faith. It truly is about faith. When we, and I'm not attaching any religious thing on this. I'm just saying faith. It's a test. It's a test of faith. How deep is it, you know? And there's this affirmation I tell myself all the time. Whatever belongs to me will never pass me by. Whatever belongs to me will come directly to me with ease. And still, I find that my own ego will try to attach myself to a desired result. And again, that can induce a lot of anxiety or depression or anger or disappointment, typical stuff. But I find that there is like an expansion of my faith in the all. I call it God. I was raised to call it Allah or the universe or source of infinite intelligence, but it's just being. Having faith in just the being. That things will come and things will go, things will return, things will release, you'll receive. It's just this interchangeable exchange of energy. And I'm learning this right now. Like, to really trust in the all. It's humbling because you have to let go of control. I have so many goals for next year, or for this year, whenever you receive this message. I have so many goals for the new year. I have so many goals for the next 5 years. I have so many goals for the next 20, 30, okay, not that far. But at least the next 10 to 15 years of my life, I have things big things I want to accomplish. And I'm like, And it's okay to have goals. There's some people that are like, don't have goals. We can't control anything anyway. Just go and be in flow with everything. And I'll tell you right now, you end up anywhere with anyone if you go about life with absolutely no direction. And I've met people, that's their path. That's their path, to have absolutely no direction, okay? Like, no direction. They don't even know where they're going to sleep in the next week. I've met people like that. And they're very, very interesting people. And then I've met people on the other side where they're so fixed. They have everything mapped out. Everything is perfect, squared away. And that's too rigid for me. So I'm kind of like in the middle, where I like to have goals. I like to have intentions behind what I do. But then I also know that I'm just part of the all. I'm just part of the whole beingness. I'm part of a big game. I'm part of a big thing. I'm a small little boop like that, right? And I'm just, as a human being, I'm just part of something much bigger. And so the plans that I set out for myself, the goals I set out for myself, these are things that I also, as I'm practicing and writing and, focusing on my manifestations and my intentions and putting the work in, right? That's a really big part of putting the work in behind what you're wanting to manifest. I have to let go regardless. I have to release and to return all that I'm trying to attach myself, into people and places and goals and this and that. I have to, after all that, I have to release. Again, it's this beautiful dance I'm noticing, right? Because I'm here for a reason. We're all here for purpose, for certain purposes. We're here for multiple reasons. I don't think anyone's just here for no reason at all. I honestly don't believe that. That's just part of my paradigm, part of my belief system. But to get back on subject a little bit with, releasing and returning what doesn't belong to you. When you're thinking in your heart of hearts that something is yours and you don't want to let it go ever, that's not very healthy. That means that that's saying to me, that's saying to the universe or to whoever you worship or to whatever you call God or whoever, whatever, to your community, your family, your friends, your community, like the places that you work, that you have very little faith. You have very little trust. The art of releasing things that do not belong to you is very powerful. That means that you disengage. Disengaging doesn't mean that you don't care, that you don't love, that you're incapable of loving, and that you're angry about it, so you're just going to let it go. No, that's not true releasing or returning. No, I'm just going to let go out of spite. This person didn't do this, so I'm just going to let go anyway. No, that's not really letting go. That's actually, you're embedding yourself even more into the end result that you desire. But the ability to disengage from the results that you desire, to disengage from the person or disengage from the act, disengage from the behavior, disengage with any interaction from that thing you're trying to sink your nails and your mouth onto, like a hungry leopard chasing a zebra or something. That takes some effort, but it's so freeing. It's so freeing. It's almost like you're testing God in a way. Uh-oh. Don't come for me. Don't burn me. Okay. Don't burn me at the stake. But it's almost like you are, though. You're like, okay, God. Okay, higher power. Okay. I'm going to back up. And you're going to do you. You're going to show me. And the moments in my life where I've done that, where I got the F out of the way, I got the answer that I needed. I got the confirmation that I needed. I got the validation that I needed. I got everything. I got all the answers. And I was like, ooh, yep, not for me, not for me. Okay, thank you so much. And I move right along. A lot of the things we feel that we need, we do not need. A lot of the things that we feel that we want, we don't want. Or I should say this, a lot of the things that we believe that we want, we don't need. So if that makes any sense? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, oh, this person's perfect for me. Oh my God, this person's amazing. And that person is such an ill fit for you. Oh my God, this job is just so perfect. You put everything you got into it and it comes out it's not the right fit for you. And God's trying to show you that. Higher power's trying to show you that. Life is showing you that. Coworkers are showing you that. Your family is showing you that. Friends are showing you that. People, all the answers that you seek in life are usually right in front of your face. And the more that you try to, the more you don't release or return it back to sender, okay, you become blind by the truth. You become blind from the truth. You aren't able to see what's right in front of you because you don't want to let it go. And you don't want to usually what tends to happen is that when you're holding on to something that doesn't belong to you, you keep yourself from receiving even a bigger blessing, and you keep yourself from receiving what you actually really do need. Sometimes it's not always that job that you really need, but it's that one relationship that you really need. Or it's not always that one relationship that you need, but it's that one job opportunity over there that you really need. A lot of the time we hold on to things as a distraction because we're afraid, because we lack trust and we lack faith that there's something perfect out there for us. This is showing up all over right now in my life, all over the place. And I'm beginning to see, it's an issue with faith. It's not the person, it's not the place, it's not the space, it's not the vibe, it's not the tribe, it's within me. And with that void that we have within ourselves when it comes to a lack of faith, we don't want to return it. And sometimes things are given to us. And then, here's another tip. Things are given to us. And we're like, oh, yay, oh. It's almost like I'm getting a picture of a kitty, okay? And we're supposed to take care, like the universe gives us this little, beautiful little new kitty. And we're like, oh, I love you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm going to take care of you forever. And it's not meant to be forever. You have to return back to sender. You have to return back to center, to sender. And this will induce and strengthen discernment. You have to use your own judgment when it's time to return something that does not belong to you. That's very, very challenging to do that. Because I remember one of my mentors, my good friend, he lives out west in the desert, and he told me, what are you without the titles? What are you without your roles, without your money, without your salary, without your jobs, without your hobbies and your talents? What are you left with? And a lot of the time when we're forced to return something that doesn't belong to us, when we're forced to release something that doesn't belong to us, we then lose a sense of ourselves in a way, like we lose identity. Like we can no longer identify, and that creates a void. And if anything, this practice of releasing and returning, this will activate a practice where you'll recognize the voids within yourself, right? You release a bad or toxic relationship, that induces the void of loneliness, of emptiness, of unfulfillment, and that is your gateway into the promised land. You know? So I'm gonna end it there, because again, side note, before I hit the stop button on this video, I personally won't do hour-long, 2-hour, 3-hour-long videos, okay? I try to stick to like 11 to 15 minutes. I think the longest I've made was 19 minutes, because I value your time. Time is energy. Energy is yours. Energy is a gift, and I respect the gift that every time you guys click on this video, regardless if you're here for a minute, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or the whole shebang, I thank you for showing up. But most importantly, I'm very grateful for the energy that you're receiving from me, but I'm also receiving from you, and for this platform. You're putting your energy into this platform, and I really appreciate that. But I value your energy. So I know some of you have told me in the comments, oh my gosh, I wish they were longer, or we don't care that they're, you know, if they're long or not. Honey, you got other things to do, and I respect that. You have other hobbies, you have things and people and places to go, and people who want to meet you, people and community out there who wants to connect to you, who wants to hear from you. And I respect that on your free time that you tune in and you watch my messages. I really, really do, guys. So just be on the lookout. Happy New Year to everybody. 2024, whoop whoop. Check out my energy readings for this year as well. They're on the Human Collective. No, I do not do personal readings. I do not do personal readings. So if someone's asking you for money and they're saying, hey, I'm Silver Tree and I'll charge you $50, then no, that's not me. That's not me. Okay? So, all right. See you guys later. Bye.